There are a lot of things that's going on in our environment, in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our communities. Um, Trust is being broken. Words are not being kept. Jobs are being lost. Education levels are at an all-time low. Unemployment is high. People have lost homes. Communities are dying. Children are homeless. And we don't pay no attention to none of this. Instead of finding solutions to the problem, we let them manifest and they build up over a period of time without addressing the solutions. It's easy to point fingers. It's easy to ignore. But nobody never want to address the issues, which is the sad part. You talk about how to kill a community. This is how you kill a community. Fatherless homes. Children left unattended. Men that stay in the house with women that they just met on the street. Drugs. Guns. Gangs. Parents who leave their children with grandparents. Children that have children. A system that is not set up to assist with some of the issues that goes on. Instead of they feel like increasing the jail count is the best way to solve the system, to fix the system. Women have lost their thought process or little respect they have or whatever you want to call it when they accept that man that's not beneficial to them. It's a sad situation. It's a sad scenario. And somewhere down the line, we have to fix it. We lost something along the way. The family no longer has any importance. It used to be a time where families sat down and had dinners. Men would raise their sons. Women would raise their daughters. It was all about respect. It was about sharing, togetherness. We're no longer together. We think fighting is the answer. There's a way to fight, how to fight. We think shooting over territory that don't belong to us will help us be recognized, and it puts us in a worse light. But the funny part is the same thing you do to somebody else, son or daughter, you will not want that done to your son or daughter. Then we have elected officials who know, but they've gotten so comfortable in what they do that they ignore what needs to be addressed. And then they fail to address the needs that should be addressed. Economics is serious. If people don't have jobs and you steady cut, then crime is going to pick up because they're going to do whatever they need to do to survive. And you're not looking at that. You just like, okay, well, that's their thing, and they'll get over it. Then you have the educational system. You cut and you dice and you strip down so much that what the children need and where you should start grooming the kids at, you miss that opportunity. What is wrong? We got so much crooked stuff. We got so much crazy stuff going on. And everybody plays a part. Mothers, you know your sons are not doing what they should do. It's your job. You carried them for 9 months. You went through labor. Like that lady did that where they filmed her beating the hell out of her son, but with a rock in his hand. But when you find yourself on the flip side of the road and they gun down your son, they arrested your son, then you want to run out and you want to say, my child is this and my child is that. But where's the preventive measures here? We can prevent a lot of this stuff, and we can hold people's feet to the fire if we learn how to band together. It should not take all these killings, unnecessary killings, with people who think they have a right to take a life, for us to learn how to band together. We should have been banding together. We should have been angry a long time ago. We ain't just been shitted on. We've been shitted on for decades. But we would not pay attention to it because it did not hit our front door. And now that it's hitting our front door every week, there is something going on with people in our community, and now we are enraged with what's going on. And we should have been addressing this a long time ago. It didn't just start. It didn't just start. And I keep saying this again. Slavery is just recycled, redressed up, and called something else. And for the point of the matter, we have enslaved ourselves to a certain point. We put the blinders on because we didn't want to see what we knew we saw. And we ignored until we can no longer ignore, because it is a serious issue and it's affecting us. And for people who want to ding what the president said today, he started off good, he ended off bad. It is the truth. It is reality. And what I found out is that we cannot stand to be told the truth, period. And if we're going to heal it, we're going to fix it, we're going to mend it, you have to first know that there is a problem. You have to own up to there's a problem. And then we have to own up to the part that we play in the problem, and then work together to get a solution. Point blank, period. You're not going to fix it with this group over here, that group over there. Everybody is going to have to step up to the plate. Fathers going to have to be fathers. Men are going to have to be men. Mothers going to have to be mothers. And you got to step up and step out. Politicians are going to have to do their job far as concerning the community, neighborhood, and what's best for the people, to get people to work, put these programs back into place. And then these ministers have to get their behind from out the four walls and step out to the community and play their part as well. And then you're going to have to hold people accountable when they don't fall in line and follow what is right. If you have governed rules and you can't govern people by rules and then follow some and ignore some, you're going to have to follow them all, or it's not going to work. And then you're going to have to stand before people up front, out front, and say, we made a mistake. This was not the way to address it. Because if you don't, you got New York, you got Baltimore, Missouri has been tore up. You keep on going, it's going to be mass destruction across every state. And it's going to get so bad that nobody's going to be able to control it. And it's going to end up being a bloody massacre. Period. And you wonder why we having these earthquakes. It's too much. It's too much. And it's time for it to stop. And I know this video is long, but I want you all to understand the severity of what we're dealing with this situation. You're taking these people from their families. And it's not your right to take. And then we need to stop killing each other too, as well. There is ways to fight. And maybe we need to learn the lesson in the madness, because there is a lesson in all this madness. But your decision to make a difference, to step up, to change, and redirect and refocus on better ways how we can handle this is what's needed, bottom line.